In the spring of 2022, that red-hot buying season, people were snapping up properties left and right. Bidding wars were breaking out for everything. That left buyers really, really unprotected. In order to stand out, you had to make your offer bigger, better. It's kind of the perfect storm. But now, contingencies are back in real estate contracts. Maybe. Your mileage may vary. Hi there, my name is Mindy Jensen, and I am the host of the BiggerPockets Money Podcast. I'm also a licensed real estate agent in Colorado. Let's talk contingencies in real estate contracts. But before we jump into that, you probably think that having rentals is cool, but the headaches definitely aren't. That's why 500,000 investors use TurboTenant, the free tool that lets you manage rentals without a property manager. Quickly find tenants, collect applications, get screening reports, and build leases all in one place. You just sit back and receive stress-free rent. And with AutoPay, you'll get paid on time every time. TurboTenant even sends notices and applies late fees so you don't become the bad guy. Keep your passive income passive. Check out TurboTenant for free at turbotenant.com/biggerpockets. All right, a contingency is an out in a contract, an item or circumstance that must happen or be met in order for the contract to move forward. Now, a contingency can be anything, but the weirder it is, the less likely your contract is to be accepted. Common contingencies in a real estate contract are an appraisal contingency, meaning the property must appraise for at least the amount being offered for the property. A mortgage contingency, the borrower's ability to be approved for a loan to buy the property. Title insurance contingency, the property's title being clean and clear, meaning no clouds or issues. And property insurance, the ability to get reasonably priced insurance on the property. Home inspection is also a big and common one that can have some big potential problems for the seller. What if your trained inspector discovers a very large problem? Less frequently, you will see a home sale or home close contingency. I'll buy your house as long as I can sell mine. This one used to be a whole lot more common, but has fallen by the wayside in our very long-running seller's market. Like I said, a contingency is an out, a condition the sale hinges on. The more you throw into a contract, the less solid that contract looks. If you have 47 ways out of a contract, you might go through with it, but you look less serious about your commitment to the purchase than somebody who has only a few or even zero contingencies. Remember at the beginning of this video, I said contingencies are back? That's because in the spring of 2022, that red-hot buying season, they were gone. People were snapping up properties left and right. Bidding wars were breaking out for everything. You remember the stories, articles saying, this house had 27 offers, this house had 52 offers, this house had 112 offers. In order to stand out, you had to make your offer bigger, better. And what better way to do it than by removing all of the contingencies, all of the outs? That meant people were writing offers no longer contingent upon the property appraising. You would just bring the difference to closing if it didn't. And you didn't make the offer contingent on getting a loan. You were just really sure you were going to qualify for it. And you definitely didn't say you had to sell your house first. And that home inspection, nobody was accepting offers that included a home inspection contingency in spring of 2022. That left buyers really, really unprotected. Contingencies protect buyers and put sellers at a bit of a risk of the contract falling apart. No contingencies? No problem if you're the seller. No contingencies? No protection if you're the buyer. There's no shortage of articles online now about buyer remorse from those buyers in 2022 who bought with no home inspection only to discover massive problems like broken foundations, leaking roofs, dead HVAC systems. And you know those only break on the hottest or coldest days of the year, right? Murphy's Law rules real estate. And it isn't just the annoyance factor here. These are all really expensive repairs. And if you made an offer with no appraisal contingency and your house didn't appraise, you had to bring extra money to closing. So you might not even have any money left over to make those repairs. It's kind of the perfect storm. But now you can write a contract with contingencies and still get it accepted. Not every time and not for every property. There are still hot properties that are going to generate lots of offers and you'll find yourself in a bidding war. But you can at least write contingent contracts on most properties. Of course, writing a contract without contingencies still makes your offer stronger. But is it in your best interest to do that? Let's take a look at two of my most recent clients. Client A was a married couple. They each had a job in tech. well paid, and her father was a real estate developer. Lots of experience and mentorship, along with piles of cash to foot the bill for any repair. After I explained exactly what it meant to waive each one of the contingencies, they were fine with it because they understood the risks, and their risks were fairly limited. They could afford to foot the bill for any repairs that might come up, and they weren't looking in the very bottom of our market's price range. Client B was a single teacher. She didn't have the savings, the connections, or the income to be able to foot the bills for any repairs. So I included contingencies in her offer because she needed the protections that those contingencies afforded her. Getting caught up in a bidding war can be really exciting, and the hype can make you do things you don't really mean to do. It can make you throw caution to the wind. Don't do this if you can't afford any repair that might come up. Make methodic offers that make sense to your situation, your bank account, your level of experience, and your comfort. You're going to be competing against people who have different levels of experience, different needs, and larger piles of cash. Don't get caught up in the hype. Make intelligent offers. But now you can make offers that are contingent on the protections that you need. I hope you found this information helpful. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel to keep up to date on all our real estate investing videos. And check me out every week on the BiggerPockets Money Podcast. For the BiggerPockets Real Estate channel, this is Mindy Jensen signing off.